This best ball edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Edge Boost, the bank account built for better. Sign today at edgeboost.bet with the promo code SGPN and get a $25 deposit bonus.
This is Coach June Jones, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Late night, Sean. We're way after dark.
Wow, it is. We are kicking off 10 o'clock West Coast time. Soccer permitting, soccer ran late, so accommodating soccer schedules.
We had a deep run in a tourney.
Football got delayed for football, right?
It was it's literally like the worst case scenario for the youth sports parent. Not only was things spaced out so perfectly where every game was about 2.5 hours after the end of the previous one. So you're doing a lot of sitting around, coffee shop, car, but then the final multiple extended games in the single elimination tournament, ending with penalty kicks. So it was a 13-hour day on the youth sports pitch, Sean.
Wow, Ryan, you are a true hero.
I'm not the hero. Although I will say my back some maybe the food I'm eating. It's been a long weekend. It's been a very long week. Starting with the near death experience. You didn't tune into VSiN. I somehow survived the day after a grueling.
I made it through Six Flags
torture chamber / amusement park. So
shout out to VSiN Fun Show there on Friday night. We were talking a little earlier in the week. We talked PGA Championship. It went chalky. Scotty Scheffler got it done.
I bet chalky. I wrong chalk. Yes. You know how mad I am.
Quail Man did not come through for
and
you,
then
Ryan.
John Rahm in the money bag almost snuck up and gave me a little. Oh my goodness, 117-1. Come on.
This is our buddies over at Oddshark had this great stat: wins in Charlotte since 2022. Carolina Panthers 14. Scotty Scheffler 15 wins.
Wow.
Since 2022.
Congrats to Scotty.
Which is a reminder in case you want to maybe check your enthusiasm when it comes to the Carolina Panthers. I feel like they're going to be kind of the sexy team. They finished strong. Bryce Young not being a complete bust, but then we did see a lot of games where Bryce Young looked like he didn't belong on a football field, right?
Yeah, but if I'm all right, so any good model, right? You're keeping some level of recency, but you're trying to slowly erase stuff that may not matter anymore. I will say, I think if we're doing again the side by side with him and CJ Stroud, we're erasing a lot more of the bad Bryce Young. And what worries me is you're right, 100%, right? Like not only are they going to be a popular team amongst layman's and donkeys, but we know the sharp analytics community is pulling for Eric Eager in the front office there for the Carolina Panthers.
And I think we've done a good job of identifying who the public is going to be glazing, as the kids say. Last year it was the Houston Texans. We correctly identified as a glazed donut you don't want any part of. This year, it's got to be the Redskins, the Commanders football team. They've been getting a ton of hype already. I mean, every sort of prediction has the Commanders ahead of the Eagles, which is ambitious. I would say to the at the very least, and then the Panthers I think are going to be especially intriguing in the fantasy streets. All right, enough messing around. Let's fire it up. Let's do a live best ball draft. Of course, if you haven't already signed up, Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. Get in the best ball streets deposit bonus. You can get up to $1,000. These best ball mania entries, $25, gets you ready for the NFL season. Ryan, this is I feel like a great sculptor in Italy, and I'm chiseling away. I have this giant. Right now, I have a giant piece of granite, Ryan, in the middle of May. And as the season goes along, I am one of the great masters chiseling away to reveal my takes for the 2025 season. And Best Ball Mania, even if you're not a fantasy person, just seeing where people are taking the players, where you value the players, it does kind of. I know it's mostly fantasy; it doesn't include the defense, but it does. It gets the brain flowing because I start thinking about the offense, the matchups. Okay, wait, they play this team. Now we have division stuff. Oh, now we have week 17 matchups. Ryan, you always like to incorporate those because obviously you want some week 7 correlation if you're really going to make a run there in the Best Ball Mania playoffs. So this is really where you can hammer in some nice takes for the season.
Yes. Now, do you have the same? What kind of tools are you chiseling? That
I got a chisel. I got a hammer and chisel. That's all I need.
Yeah,
it's great. If you
can make a pyramid in a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean,
we're supposed to just believe that.
If you go over there, you do feel like a fucking idiot when you can't put together like a. No, you have an Allen wrench and you can't put together like your wife's office chair. But meanwhile, these guys to 2,000 years ago are chiseling, David and all these other like crazy statues. It's just wild.
They had a lot of time on their hands.
They did. Yeah. They didn't have to worry about drafting best ball teams.
Yeah.
They just got to work on their sculptures all day. All right. Checking in on the chat. If you want to draft with us, youtube.com/sportsgambling podcast, hop in live. We are doing the 20-second picks or 20 seconds per pick. Kramer, let me know when you pop your head in.
Let's see. We haven't had to do an auto draft yet. Okay, we're good. We got 8 spots.
Okay. Yep. Classic. The location thing's annoying because it won't tell you until you try.
I gave you a warning before the show. I said, I'm having some trouble over here.
Yeah.
And you said, no problem.
No, you can't try it until you actually. This is
like for the draft. They're validating. Got it.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not breaking any rules. Still got 6 spots.
All right. Hopefully I make it.
You're not in yet.
No.
Oh my god. Should I leave 4 spots?
Let's see. What if I
join from your phone?
Okay.
And then you can add it on your computer.
All right.
4 spots. This is like a weird auction. Will Sean get in time? He's pretty useful on a mobile device. I would set the odds at -150. He's getting into this draft. Although he does look, there's some concern.
It like just takes you to the pick'em. All right, hold on. Let's try on the desktop one more time. Come on, underdog. Let me in. Is your site going? Mine's super slow.
I was able to load it. Nikki Sager saying that he made the mistake of drafting sober with us last week. Shout out to Nikki Sager. I mean, what's wrong with drafting sober? It's not ideal, I guess. Who was the legend who drafted after throwing out their back?
Jason.
Shout out to Jason. Hopefully he's doing well out there. The back hasn't flared up in a while. 4 people still, Sean. The masses are being kind to you. This is one of the fun. 2 people. Should I leave?
I'm in.
Okay, you're one of those 2.
Yes.
I was just about to say this is turning into one of the funnier podcast segments.
What? Me?
Just Ken Sean enter under, and I should rename it. Just entering the underdog draft.
No, it's. I swear it's because when we have our streaming stuff, I never have an issue when we're not streaming live. I think when you stream live, it messes up the location detection.
Yes.
While we're waiting to get things going.
Shout out Andrew Robb. He was giving you in the chat instructions on how to get there on your phone. I mean,
I found it.
This is a true draft caddy right there.
I got it. We're ready to go. Ryan, do I need to do anything to switch over to desktop? How do I get back onto the?
To find it on your desktop, click on drafts.
Okay.
And then active, and you'll see it there. Right now, it'll say unfilled.
Oh, perfect.
And then in the bottom right, you got to click go to draft. One person left.
Okay. So you still have time to get in. YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast. Ryan, I'm going spicy. I'm going wild. I'm going to go out of my way to try and draft guys that I don't normally draft.
No, you're not. Okay. If you have an opportunity to get Eagles, it's just going to be the same old story.
I'm drafting 11. You're drafting 12. No, I'm going to mix it up.
So you're not going to take an obvious Eagle choice if they're there.
I just said, are you listening, Ryan? I said I'm going to try and mix it up. Why are you why are you so full of haterade tonight?
I'm not. I'm just
very
the whole
haterade.
board on the the whole board's there. Okay, got
you got a full glass of haterade, Ryan.
Not haterade.
100%. I'm
just being a realist. I think you're probably going to take Jalen Hurts if you have a chance to.
When have I ever said I'm going to mix things up and I didn't mix things up?
I don't have an answer to that question.
Oh, there you go. All right. Is it, let's see, first overall ADP, Jamar Chase is number 1, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Bijan Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, all in the top 5. And if you are in the chat live, let us know what your username is. We'll keep an eye on you. Plug you there.
There you go. I see Nikki Sager's in the draft. So sober Nikki Sager is drafting with us. Sean, I only see a couple shields, not a heavy shield population. 3 red shields right now, but let's see who else.
AKA 3H in the chat saying, "Bro, I spent $1,300 on underdog drafts and only made $2,500 back. What are you complaining about? That seems like a decent ROI."
That's how young people complain. It's a flex, but it sounds like a complaint because that's what they just know
I only almost doubled my money. Yeah, the underdog sounds like a real pain in your ass, sir.
Best ball solved. Move on.
All right. What do we got? Oh, Saquon Barkley went first, then Jamar Chase. Nikki Sager in the chat. I recognize that name. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Malik Neighbors, 7th overall. That is shocking.
Probably not the word I would use for it, but
Puka Nacua. Wait, what's his normal ADP?
I'd say basically middle of the first round to the end of the first round, somewhere in there.
Amon-Ra St. Brown goes.
What are you gonna do here?
Might mix it up with
AJ Brown available.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna mix it up. Nico Collins goes.
How will Sean mix it up?
I'm gonna take Brian Thomas.
Whoa! All right, what do I?
Year 2 receiver.
All right, we're gonna do. This is horrible. This is horrible.
Oh, Kramer taking AJ Brown.
You know what?
Are you going to add your 100% Jalen Hurts ownership? Ashton GT.
We'll see.
Wow.
Oh, this is I've done a bunch of the drafts now. Definitely am back to where it helps. I think the data also maybe suggests this as well, but having a running back in the first 3 rounds first helpful.
Kramer takes Ashton GT. I took Devon Achane. You know, maybe this Dolphins passing game gets a little sideways, but Achane having a big year.
This is very different. This team of yours.
Wow. If only I just said that.
Well, we'll see. You're Christian 2 rounds. It's easy to be different 2 rounds.
Brock Bowers. Well, some would argue those are your 2 most important picks, right?
Have you read the shade being thrown at Travis Hunter, saying he looks like a basic receiver?
Oh, I saw just the opposite. I saw people getting hot and bothered for his route running. His route running looks pretty good.
Okay.
I may have to draft Travis Hunter with my Brian Thomas stack. I'm going to start vaping with this millennial lineup, right?
You're going to need to is Trevor Lawrence in your queue yet?
Do people draft Trevor Lawrence?
You kind of put yourself in an interesting. You said different, and then you started by saying I might stack Trevor Lawrence.
I might.
Not with your words, but with your actions.
Well, Brian Thomas, you know, wanting to stack with your receiver number 1, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think if you draft a receiver in the first 4 rounds, you should think about stacking.
I don't think that's a hot take, but yeah, I agree.
No.
Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Bowers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Ladd McConkey.
Data says 3 quarterbacks over 2 from last year, which I'm not listening to the data.
Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, T Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. I don't know. Getting that third quarterback, Rashi Rice, Bucky Irving. It's a little early for Bucky Irving for my taste.
Nikki Sager pointing out the neighbors Bowers nice week 17 stack. Of course, the Raiders play the Giants. I'm sure you're already studied up on your fun fact. Let's see.
Falcons Rams were an interesting week 17 matchup. Ryan, why don't you highlight some of the week 17 matchups we should be keeping an eye on?
Well, the Raiders Giants is an interesting one because it's one of those weird non-conference ones. So often
both teams probably eliminated from playoffs.
So often you end up with a division foe. Although this year it's very very much not that. Buffalo Philly, another one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it almost makes you not like those teams, right? A late December game in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's more you're just playing that game correlation.
Chase Brown goes, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin.
Was definitely
Kyron Williams goes.
Looking at Chase Brown.
I got Josh Allen sitting staring right at me. That would be different. Breece Hall, Xavier Worthy, Tet McMillan,
Travis Hunter.
I will take Xavier Worthy.
You mentioned Travis Hunter.
I might take him. Kramer, back-to-back picks. What are you doing? You got AJ Brown. You got Ashton Jeanty. You got two AJs. Tet McMillan. Okay.
Again, we're committed to being different, right?
I went for the Panther one. Yeah, give me Travis Hunter. Am I overdrafted him? Sure, but this is a different team. These guys, I don't think I've drafted at all so far this season. We got Brian Thomas, Devin Achan, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter.
I haven't drafted DK Metcalf or T Mac yet.
Yeah, DK Metcalf. That's interesting, Ryan.
Are you
gonna draft Aaron Rodgers to stack with him?
Certainly makes that possible. I have drafted Aaron Rodgers in Best Ball Mania 6.
Really?
Yeah.
DJ Moore, Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Jaden Daniels all off the board. We get a little QB run. Marion Hampton, Lamar Jackson.
You know why people take? I think people just take quarterbacks in this range because they stop liking everyone else. Every other position just becomes meh. And so, what's this James Cook situation? You think is he missing time? Is he holding out? These fucking idiot players.
Shout out to the chat tagging me in the Eagles house. So supposedly there's this like all Eagles house.
Really?
Looks pretty badass.
What do you mean, like a real world with Eagles fans?
No, it's like it's some listing on Zillow.
Oh,
where like every single thing is Eagles related.
Got it.
I mean, I hope it's real, but part of me thinks this is like some AI generated.
It's probably not real.
I'll send it to you, Ryan, to pull up.
It's probably not real.
I think I test.
Eye test. You don't think it's real?
Maybe it is.
One thing that AI has taken away from us is that it makes you skeptical about everything.
Yeah, there's a shot of the pool that looked kind of fake.
Oh, sorry, it's a video.
Yeah, you don't need the audio.
This is I'll say this is definitely AI, right?
Deebo Samuel, Joe Burrow, James Cook, Jalen Hurts goes. So I don't have the chance to draft Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts.
Would you have taken him?
I told you I was going to get different, Ryan. And now I know you probably wanted him because you took AJ Brown, but I know you have a lot of Jalen Hurts already stacked up, smartly so.
I don't know which way I'm going here. Got some
CD play in the chat with a hot take.
Shit.
Justin Fields finishes QB 1-3 this year, which
love it.
I mean,
love the take.
Look at his numbers.
Love the take.
Yeah, I definitely want some Justin Fields.
Respect the take.
It seems like he's got no other real competition at quarterback. Him running a bunch, him getting rushing touchdowns. I love it.
How many shares of George Pickens will you have this year, Sean?
Zero.
I
don't draft Cowboys. Right?
God, you're lucky that we didn't do that many drafts before the trade.
Yeah, I may accidentally have one. Juwan Jennings goes. Juwan Jennings actually is a guy I like a lot. Joe Mixon goes. I'm on the clock. Calvin Ridley staring right at me. Chuba Hubbard. Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle goes nicely with Achan.
Yeah, I will take Jalen Waddle. I mean, the plus for Jalen Waddle is he's not dangling babies over balconies, so that could be helpful for his draft stock. Kramer takes Chuba Hubbard. He's not interesting to me at all.
It's a Carolina thing. You wouldn't understand.
And Calvin Ridley, going back to the Calvin Ridley.
Want to set up a Cam Ward potential stack.
Okay. I'll take some Jordan Addison. I gotta have some Vikings players just in case they end up being good. And I don't hear the end of it.
There's been a lot of slander coming from you towards Vikings fans.
No, it's just like they just
not slander.
Oh, they've slandered me. Yeah,
really.
I don't think it's slanderous to say the Vikings aren't winning the Super Bowl this year.
No, that's just you saying your opinion.
I'm stating a fact.
Well,
it's not even an opinion.
It's not a fact yet. It's a prediction.
James Conner, Ricky Pearsall. I go.
What are you, a witch?
I go. A rookie quarterback has never won the Super Bowl, let alone got to the Super Bowl. And the guy goes, so your logic is something's never happened. Then that means it won't happen. So if a player's never scored a touchdown, he's never going to score a touchdown. I'm like, my God, take like a basic logic class, you fucking idiots. There's a much larger sample size of quarterbacks playing in the NFL, quarterbacks not having a snap before the season, and those quarterbacks not winning the Super Bowl. Could it happen? Sure, but I would want more than 30-1 for that historical outcome to happen.
I love how many episodes someone could have tuned into and randomly gotten a piece of this you versus Minnesota. I feel like this is only going to crescendo as the season gets closer. The Vikings team preview is going to be electric.
Yeah, but they do.
How low will you go?
They do have a roster, a solid roster. I think Kevin O'Connell's a solid head coach.
Stand-up guy.
Well, and as was pointed out to me by all the Vikings fans, they did spend the most in free agency.
Yep, that's not always the best thing.
Actually, I looked through it because they made me.
It helps it generally will help you like win more games potentially.
Yes,
but depending where you spent that money, I guess.
I think you have to go back to the 2016 Jaguars, where they were the team that won spent the most in free agency, didn't end up winning more games. So I go, what? So you think they won 14 games last year, 15, 16, 17? They outperformed their Pythag win total by 3.
Yeah.
3.
So they're, but like a lot of trend stuff is tough with a known quarterback change is tough to really even look at, especially when you massively overperform with Sam Darnold. There's just the I don't even what's the word, but just the obvious negative, like super negative regression that's going to happen because they just a lot of bullshit happened last year. Not bullshit, but just the idea that Sam Darnold was good was the bullshit.
Yeah, things broke right for them. I thought they were a bit fraudulent, and we've seen somewhat fraudulent Vikings teams get crushed in the playoffs when they lost to Daniel Jones at home.
Oh,
that team won a bunch.
Remember
of
Kirk Cousins
games.
throwing like 8 yards short of the sticks?
Yeah. Then that team got destroyed by the Eagles in 2022. All right, update where we're at. Brandon Ayuk, DeAndre Swift, Sam Laporta, Alvin Kamara, David Montgomery, TJ Hawkinson, Quinshon Judkins. Judkins is just, I mean, it kind of makes you wish Madden was alive to be able to announce a guy, Quinshon Judkins. That's like, he's just,
he's one of those guys who will get penetration.
He just sounds like a hard running back. He's a guy I just by name alone, I want to have some shares of. Josh Downs goes. Stephon Diggs. I don't know about Stephon Diggs being a good addition in that locker room. If I'm being,
do you have a quarterback
honest
yet, Sean?
I don't. I am taking a Caleb Johnson though. Steelers running back. They drafted decently high. They like running the ball in that Arthur Smith offense. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. We're in the 7th round, right?
I'm gonna punish you here. You should have taken Jonah. You could have built a mega,
you're right.
delicious mega dolphin stack.
That is way too early to take a non-elite tight end, in my opinion.
8th round.
Yeah,
they've fallen so far.
I'm gonna take Cooper Kupp. And shout out to Patrick Mahomes. He is available. Also, did you see Patrick Mahomes' wife?
The fake tits.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, they're not. Am I not supposed to say that?
No, I mean I don't remember all of a sudden being like, "Whoa, Brittany Mahomes."
I was gonna guess pregnant to play it safe. Pregnant.
Could be.
She looks like pregnant, swollen pregnant.
Only her top is swollen. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Eagles kicked his ass so hard. Yeah. He got a new haircut. His wife got new tits. This guy's having a midlife crisis because of Super Bowl 59. This is awesome. We broke Patrick Mahomes.
It did seem aggressive. I
was a fan.
I looked at the picture and I said, this is interesting. Something's different here.
So all of a sudden
something was different.
I never all of a sudden was like, whoa, Patrick Mahomes' wife. What's going on?
Yeah.
Something changed. After
Sean, real quick, last year, you mentioned earlier, too early for non-elite tight ends. Last year, Jonnu Smith 4th in tight end. Actually, let's look at half PPR points. Jonnu Smith 4th in half PPR point scoring for tight ends last year. So,
okay,
worth noting.
Jaden Reed, Brian Robinson Jr., Kyler Murray, Emeka Ibuka, Aaron Jones, Bo Nix off the board, Travis Kelce.
That's early.
Bo Nix before Patrick Mahomes.
That's crazy.
I love Bo Nix. I don't know if he's going to scramble as much this year.
That's insane. Who did that?
I think he might throw more passing touchdowns.
Who is that? Straight what?
Oh, now we got a quarterback run.
Ryan Martinez 20.
Patrick Mahomes and Justin Fields go to the same guy, and I would have I definitely had Fields in my queue.
What do you think about putting both those guys in the quarterback room? You like that
for fantasy? Yeah, I like having one, traditional pocket passer and one rushing guy. I think that makes sense. Cam Scatterboot goes.
Wow,
that is crazy. I like Cam Scatterboot, but there's still Tyrone Tracy. Like I unfortunately, I think fantasy wise, neither is going to be that good this year.
It's best ball though.
You're right. Maybe Tyrone Tracy gets hurt. I wouldn't take it that high.
I think Cam, early, and it's hard to get too excited off stuff you read this time of year, but.
So you think Tyrone Tracy's completely gone?
No, but I think Cam Scatterboot has wowed with his ability to pass catch. So if he can block, okay, and he can get the 3rd down job, then the idea that he can get all 3 downs is like, oh, that's interesting. Kyler and Baker back to back, going with a short theme there. What are you trying to figure out who you're picking, Sean?
Yep.
Do you have a quarterback yet?
Don't.
Yeah, you don't really need quarterback.
No, not at this point.
I mean, if you've gotten this, although I've become more fond of drafting Caleb Williams. Did you get Trevor Lawrence in your queue?
Yep.
What about JJ McCarthy to go with Addison?
Talks too much shit on JJ McCarthy already. Caleb Williams goes. Right. I'm on the clock.
I mean, but it is a stack. Just you should be aware of.
Yep. I'm going Najee Harris.
All right. So I have DK Metcalf. So I'm gonna take the discount on Jaylen Warren.
Yeah, he's not a bad pick. I would probably take him, but I already have Caleb Johnson.
And then I'm gonna. Oh no! Why is it not letting me click draft? Oh no!
Oh, now who's
what happened?
Rashid Shaheed. Okay,
that's fine. Wow, that's fine. He was in the queue.
Give me Zach Charbonnet coming off an 8 touchdown year. I don't know if it's a complete. Yeah, I think he could have a decent role.
That's who I was gonna draft. So you got one back.
Kramer, I got a couple dollars back courtesy of Edge Boost and their Visa debit card. Of course, go to edgeboost.bet, use the promo code SGPN, get you a nice $25 deposit match over there on Edge Boost. Love me the Edge Boost Visa debit card. No usage fees, no minimums. Earn cashback rewards, 100% approval for all betting deposits. Sign up today. EdgeBoost.bet. Promo code SGPN. Deposit $25. Edge Boost will match it. EdgeBoost.bet. Promo code SGPN. If you haven't gotten an Edge Boost debit card and you're listening to the show, what are you doing? The card is free. Do us a solid, and more importantly, do yourself a solid. Also, do yourself a solid with Rhythm. Love Rhythm, the AI picks and props machine. They got you covered for NFL, NBA, WNBA, golf. Get your 7-day free trial today. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Start building your own models and start dominating. SGPN 25, you get 25% off monthly. SGPN 50% off annual. Get the annual now, so you're covered for the entire football season. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM.
So, all right, no quarterbacks for either of us.
Nope.
Like it. Playing chicken. I know which quarterback I plan on taking first.
Who's that?
Not going to tell you, but I think I can wait longer.
Drake May. Jordan Love's available.
Tugboat Tootin goes. The draft clearly. Nikki Sager's a fan of the program. He went Cam Scattaboo, Tugboat Tootin back to back.
Oh man,
I love his team. He's got Joe Burrow.
Do I draft Tua, Ryan?
You have to.
Why?
Oh, he's got Jamar Chase, T. Higgs. So this is a fuck Darrow team, but he completed the double Bengal stack. I don't hate this team. DeAndre Swift was your one bad move, sir. Marvin Mims. Don't have an opinion on him. Haven't drafted him a single
JJ
time.
McCarthy goes ahead of Brock Purdy.
Wow.
Jared Goff, Justin Herbert,
Whoa.
Drake May.
This is not. I mean, what are we doing here, Sean?
Does he have Justin Jefferson?
He must.
Justin Herbert off the board?
He must. Let's see. Yeah, he's got Justin Jefferson. Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy in the same room, Sean. That's a hell of a quarterback room. How's your team looking? I got 3 running backs, 5 receivers, 6 receivers.
Got 4 running backs,
And
6 receivers.
No tight ends either.
Nope.
Damn, dude. Crushing it.
Yeah, I've kind of like my team.
Got to get 3 tight ends though. That's my rule.
There's a bunch of good tight ends out there.
Isaiah Likely still around.
Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert.
Don't you dare say Kyle Pitts' name. And good choice.
Tyler Warren just went.
Okay.
David Njoku.
He's interesting, especially if Flacco is the guy.
Give me Trevor Lawrence. All in on this Jacksonville offense.
I mean, all right. I'll take another receiver.
Hollywood Brown.
Just taking best player available right now, Sean.
Okay. So Jordan Love or Drake May. Dalton Kincaid. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got Khalil Shakir, so taking a nice piece of the Bills offense.
All right.
He was going in the 2nd round last year, so
Tell you one, those Joe Flacco starts, David Njoku is going to come in handy. Just drafted him.
Yeah, I mean, Winston and Flacco are so good for Njoku's just having a quarterback that's willing to throw the ball. Still no quarterback, Sean.
No, you weren't paying attention.
Oh, you took
Ryan.
Trevor Lawrence.
As I
My
mentioned,
God.
I drafted Trevor Lawrence.
My God, it's happened. This is a very different team.
I told you I was going to
full transition.
I told you I was going to draft a different team. You didn't believe me.
I would definitely recommend if Tua makes it back to you, I would encourage you to take Tua.
James Silva saying Kramer going Ward.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think Kramer will take Cam Ward. Nikki Sager saying who takes carries away from Swift? Ben Johnson offense. Where are you at with that, Ryan?
I mean, my thought is that Swift gives carries away because he pisses off the team he's playing for. Because he doesn't do like Roshan Johnson's like a straight line runner. I'm blanking on his name, but they drafted a kid. Swift will start as the guy, and I bet you he erodes, or maybe he has a role. I don't know. I mean, we just watched Ben Johnson roll 2 dudes out there pretty regularly. So having Roshan and DeAndre Swift both serve a role.
Ray Davis he was sitting in my queue.
Speaking of bruisers. What I don't get is like, I don't know. No team has felt good with DeAndre Swift as their starting running back.
It's fair.
Yeah. He just doesn't. He's not consistent. What's your take on Jack Beck? Beck?
I don't know much about him, honestly.
This is the fantasy nerds driving the price up on people.
What round was he drafted in?
12th, just now.
No, but I mean in real life.
Good question.
Romeo Dobbs goes. Jalen McMillan, who's a guy I like to have a bunch of shares of. Quentin Johnson
Second
goes.
round.
Tajay Spears, Brenton Strange, Jadon Blue, the Cowboys running back. Ryan, you don't mind drafting Cowboys?
I don't generally draft the Cowboys.
How do you end up with so many Cowboys then?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I mean, you're creating incredible allegations with no evidence.
Who's drafted more Cowboys on the show, you or me?
On the show, it's probably 0 for both of us.
Okay.
So that would mean
you always make some exception. Oh, he's all right.
Neither.
He went to Virginia Tech.
I've never. No, that's not true.
Tyler Algier off the board.
Making shit up now. Well, you got your wish. He made it back to you.
Xavier Legette. Let's go.
My God.
Love Xavier Legette.
You know I'm not taking Tua. Well played.
Yeah, why would I?
All right, I'm just gonna take one more piece of this Buffalo offense.
Josh Palmer. You're loading up on the Bills offense, and yet you don't have. And then you draft Bryce Young.
My first.
Wow, that is.
What do you mean?
Oh my God!
You don't like the Bryce Young pick?
Not without Xavier Legette. I guess you're stacking him with Tet McMillan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that he asked the team to draft. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
The quarterback who also lost his job to Andy Dalton. That guy.
Temporarily to his friend Andy
luckily
Dalton.
He cut the brakes on Andy Dalton's vehicle. If Andy Dalton doesn't get in a car crash, Ryan, are they drafting Tet McMillan?
Andy Dalton said, "You know what, kid? I got this. I'll start for a couple weeks. You just throw your feet up, take a load off." I have.
Who took Brenton Strange? Fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's messed up. Were you
non-stack? Oh yeah. I mean, why would I not stack with the quarterback?
Yeah. Tight end having to be correlated as a throwaway piece is fine, but you can still take best tight end available. I feel like there's a lot of tight ends that are just not being drafted this year or drafted very late.
And Taysom Hill.
And the battle for Taysom Hill. What round are you going to go? Because I might be looking at Taysom Hill as well.
It's weird. Mason Taylor was the first tight end drafted, but everyone seems to take Tyler Warren way higher than him.
I mean, Colston Loveland.
Oh yes, you're right. Mason Taylor was the later.
He was another tight end. They just go too deep. You got names in your head, you know.
Braylon Allen off the board. Rico Dowdle.
All right, right now, who's the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers week 1?
Mason Rudolph.
I have all 3 in my queue right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, who do you think I have at the top of the queue?
Aaron Rodgers.
I have Will Howard at the top of the queue. It probably has to be an Aaron Rodgers team, which means I probably need a third quarterback. Stafford's still available. Like what are we doing? I got to get more Ram stacks. Every time I see him down here, it's like, you got to be kidding me. How is Matt Stafford here? Geno Smith got drafted.
How's Sam Darnold still available?
That's yeah. I think Sam Darnold getting like not. I could see them giving Jalen Milroe the job because Sam Darnold's not that good. Milroe
paid him a lot of money though.
It's a 1-year deal. Effectively a 1-year deal.
I'm just saying.
They did. Yeah, no, it's undeniable. God damn it. Of course he goes. Stafford finally goes. Who are you looking at, Sean? It's a real.
Oh, PJ Bryant goes. Let's see here. Do I take a tight end? I could probably a little bit. You know what? I do want a third quarterback. Give me Anthony Richardson.
Oh,
massive upside.
Oh, is he going to be starting?
Ideally in this build, yes.
Okay. Oh boy. I need a running back, Sean. I should have taken another running back.
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I need my
goes the Kramer.
Look at my team. I'm filled with Steelers. I don't like any of these options at running back.
Give me Dylan Sampson, rookie out of the Cleveland.
Considered that one. It just seems messy, and Junkins is clearly going to get the job over him.
Yeah, but again, it's the
it's the time of the round, time of the draft. Backups only. I don't like drafting at the end of the first. I've done a number in the like 10, 11, 12. Don't like it. Hate the team every time.
I'm going to show my hand. I'm only drafting tight ends from here on out.
Really? So two quarterbacks
or tight ends / quarterbacks. I know I said I was going to mix things up, Ryan, but if Taysom Hill falls to me, I'm going to have to take him. Hey, if you guys haven't signed up already, mybookie.ag promo code SGPN, get you 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Get the MyBookie money bag. Kramer, you had some incredible sweats with the MyBookie money bag.
It's just heartbreaking.
It's so easy to deposit and easier to withdraw. MyBookie.ag promo code SGPN, so they know we sent you. And of course, you guys haven't been to Circa, you could win a trip there to the best sportsbook hands down in the world. Love going there. Can't wait till I'm back. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Circa. You can win a draft party for you and 11 friends. Get your whole fantasy football draft out there. You get the Stadium Swim Cabana, $5,000 credit there. They get you a open bar party, the Party and Legacy Club, the limo ride to and from the airport. It is just awesome. And this package, again, it's free. All you just give me your name and your email to enter the contest. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Circa. You are going to want to enter it. It is just awesome. Great experience, top to bottom.
Oh, that's hot. No snorkels. No snorkels. All right. I got my queue all set. I know exactly who I'm taking for the rest of the draft.
Who do you got?
Do you think I need another quarterback? I have Bryce Young and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my, Ryan, why don't you just give me the $25?
What do you mean?
That there is no way in hell. I'm making 2 bold predictions.
What do you mean?
1, Vikings not winning the Super Bowl. 2, you're not winning $2 million with this roster. Bryce Young and Aaron Rodgers. When was the last time Aaron Rodgers was fantasy relevant? And the fact that he's not signed to a team.
Well, we all know there's an agreement in place with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have to explain it any further to you? He just doesn't want to do the off-season stuff, Sean. He's a vet.
Okay. Mason Taylor goes. He was in my queue.
Yeah, you were just talking about him.
Yep. Got 2 tight ends I'm going to draft. I'll let you draft Taysom Hill if you want him, Ryan.
No, I'm good.
Give me Juwan Johnson.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yep.
That was gonna be my. Wow, I'm gonna stack Tyler Shuck and this awesome. All right, so my quarterback room: Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, and Jalen Milroe. Come at me.
Okay. I don't mind drafting Jalen Milroe in the 17th round. I mean, He seems like a guy that might get plugged into the fantasy playoffs and run, and you could see him helping you win. I mean, in those rare occurrences where you're not starting Bryce Young or Aaron Rodgers.
No one's duping this lineup. This is going to be a unique lineup.
Ryan, you missed the pick of the draft with my Noah Gray.
No, I like that. Well,
and you keep spreading the rumor that Travis Kelce's retired.
Not spreading any rumors. I do keep asking the question: is Travis Kelce playing this year?
If you look at the NFL schedule, he's definitely playing.
Yeah.
All right, my lineup. Give me Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Anthony Richardson, running backs, Devon Achane, Caleb Johnson,
bizarro team,
Najee Harris, Zach Charbonnet, Dylan Sampson, receivers Brian Thompson, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter, Jalen Waddle, Jordan Addison, Cooper Kupp, Xavier Legette, and the tight end room of David Njoku, Juwan Johnson, and Noah Gray.
I mean, for you to go Trevor Lawrence, Tua, and Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
it's very brave of you.
I own a lot of
very brave. Very brave. Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Milroe for me. Ashton Jeanty, Chuba Hubbard, Jalen Warren, Marshawn Lloyd, AJ Brown, T Mac. He doesn't like Tet McMillan. Sean T Mac, DK Metcalf. Screen goes away. Why do I have so much Aaron Rodgers? It is. I'm clicking through my teams. A lot of Aaron. AJ Brown, T Mac, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Khalil Shakir, Rashid Shaheed, Hollywood Brown, Josh Palmer, Jonnu Smith, Dalton Kincaid, Jatavian Sanders. We didn't talk about that. Gave Bryce Young his tight end. Oh, it scored me winner. It says right here, I have the most points. I win.
Ryan, who had more rushing touchdowns last year, Anthony Richardson or Devon Achane?
Achane.
Trick question. They had the same. They both had 6 rushing touchdowns.
Right.
What about Anthony Richardson or Jaden Daniels? Have to be Jaden Daniels, right?
Anthony Richardson.
No, they tied. They also had 6.
This isn't a good game.
Anthony Richardson or Najee Harris, who had more rushing touchdowns?
Najee Harris.
Tied. Also, they had both had 6.
Fuck. This game's
Anthony Richardson
worse.
Or Roschon Johnson. Only 55 attempts for Roschon Johnson.
Cashed me some 2 touchdown money last year. Love me some Roschon.
They both had 6 touchdowns.
Son of a.
DeAndre Swift or Anthony.
You want to just list off everyone who had 6 touchdowns?
I was wondering how long it would take you to figure out the bit.
No, I was extending the bit.
Only in 11 games.
Good stuff.
Is Ryan a meathead? Chris Johnson wants to know.
Who's Chris Johnson?
Most meatheads actually eat meat, Chris. So no, he's soy boy.
I had a lot of meat this weekend. Not soy boy right now.
Oh, you're now going to hear about it all week. Oh, my joints are inflamed. I mean,
humidity. I've been on a serious bender last couple of weeks. I mean, honestly starting with Derby weekend.
Oh wow.
Nobu out in Vegas.
Oh, well, that's fish.
Some
right?
delicious Wagyu.
Fish.
Oh no.
Wagyu.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You are gross.
I've had multiple servings of Wagyu over the last couple of weeks.
Wagyu is delicious.
And which, by the way, we didn't even talk about it, but the journalism, badass.
Well, I mean, not for someone who had Costco.
Yeah, horrible to see someone get walked down that badly, but what a close.
No, it was
like I wrote like Cam Scatterbu, keeping the pad level low, getting through the contact, and then closing out with that top end speed.
I like Cam Scatterbu. It's unfortunate he didn't get drafted by a better organization because I don't think it's going to end well. It's not going to end well for Cam Scatterbu. Right?
That's I don't think you'd say that if he was sitting here.
Yeah, sure, I would. Hey, good times as always. What do we got? NBA playoffs.
Scatterbu in here.
Yeah, get him in here, Ryan. Call me out. We got. We don't have Cam Scatterbu scheduled, but willing and able to accommodate him. We got the NBA playoffs. What else are we talking, Ryan, this week?
How low can you get? You got to get real low to get Cam Scatterbu to the ground. All right. Well, we'll be talking about your precious association tomorrow, Monday, today, probably as you're listening. We got the NASCAR guys coming on to talk about Coca-Cola 600 and Indy 500. Then CJ on Wednesday talking about some sort of football topic. Haven't figured out
early survivor. I vote.
Oh my God, if the rumors are true,
they're rumors, Ryan. But
if you haven't heard the Circa rumors, are we allowed to talk about it? Or is it too hot? Yeah,
but
just go look up Circa survivor rumors. Very spicy. And then of course everyone's favorite spring football league, the UFL, is back.
That league.
And
I didn't win my pizza party. This league's a joke, right?
Well, and there are updates about why the Panthers may not have access to the stadium.
Well, I will tune in for that. It is a fun show, and appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And promo code DGens, 20% off everything in the merch store. And as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Excellent draft, Sean
Kramer. Let it ride.